Hey everyone, the numbers are in for Seychelles and Panama City Beach 2025. I'm Craig Duran with the Duran Group, Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices. Pardon the the transition. I've got a new computer set up and I'm still working on getting some things unorganized. So sorry, it's not a terribly attractive background. I get this question a lot. Hey, Craig, is now the time to list my condo in Seychelles? There's no easy answer for that, of course. That depends mostly on your personal situation, but rental revenue, floor height, condition, all those things matter. So if you have a specific question, reach out. I'm happy to talk to you about it, but I can show you generally what's happening with the market. First of all, this is pretty short and sweet, but in the second quarter, there was only one sale in Seychelles. Only one of the one bedrooms, and this is the one bedroom, two bath with bunks, closed at $408,000. That's the only sale in the building. Enough said. One of the things we always like to watch, remember this months of inventory. If you focus and look at this, June of this year, we were at 19.3 months of inventory. June of last year, we were at 6.86 months of inventory. A couple ways to think about that. Remember, if this is going up, it's worse for sellers. The market's slower. If you think about 6 and 19, we're 3 times slower this year than we were this time last year. As a little bit of a refresher, 5 or 6 months of inventory is a neutral market. So anytime you drift to 7 or 8 months of inventory, that's pretty slow. 19 is incredibly slow. And the reason we watch that is because usually pricing is the exact inverse of that. June of this year, the average sales price for a Gulfront condo in Panama City Beach built in 2005 was $468,000, down from $558,000. The median sales price was $473,000, down from $526,000. So significant depreciation over a year. Slowing market. This is what we normally see in Florida with buyers for the rest of the year. We're the orange diamond here. This is really just a visual of what the spring market that we've always heard about. We have more people looking at real estate generally earlier in the year. We still have closings and we still write contracts later in the year, but we just generally see fewer buyers out shopping. A little bit of an asterisk next to that for the Gulfront condo market. In the Gulfront condo market, normally sales slow down this time of year, which is, we were already slow, but it's even slower. But they do normally pick up again around Labor Day through early November. Think about why. A lot of the units right now are rented, so even the most serious buyer may not be able to get in and see everything that they want to see. So they just put the process off till a month or two later. Also, there are plenty of sellers who are finally ready. It's the end of heavy rental revenue season. Maybe they've been thinking about selling for a year or two and they had a season of like, well, my revenue is down, or they had a particularly bad rental situation. Hey, I'm just tired of fooling with it. So this is the time of year we normally see more people put units up on the market. It's also more buyers who may have experienced PCB for the first time or have come back and were like, oh yeah, I want to finally pull the trigger on a condo. And if you're buying and you're starting to see that things are on sale, with what I just showed you, people are starting to poke around again. So yes, if you're selling in 2025, starting that process sooner rather than later could be good, because it takes time to contact the real estate office, schedule photography, videography on a good weather day in between rentals, and then get all that processed and ready to market. You want to do that, really before early mid-August. So that, from a timing standpoint, seasonally, yes, it's a good time, if it's the right time for you. Again, it looks like we still have potential depreciation in the market. That could still happen for a while as 19 months of inventory is terribly high. I think I've shown in previous videos that's twice as high as the beginning of COVID. That rivals the slowest month of the financial crisis from 2008 and 9. So I don't know what else to say to stress that. So either If you don't use the condo as much as you used to, or if this is just strictly a financial thing for you, I would be thinking really hard about getting out quickly if you want to have the highest price possible in 2025, or at least recalibrate your thinking to the possibility that this could be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years before we see the depreciation settle in, the bottom, figure out, and then start the appreciation back the other direction. Very possible that's what happened the last time. So I hope this helps. Again, if you have any specific questions for me about your specific unit or your personal situation, I'm happy to kick that around and give you my advice. Again, my name's Craig Duran with the Duran Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, 850-290-0417. Thanks for watching.